Hey guys, before I start this video, please go to the link in the description for my Twitch channel. Hit the sub button, also hit the notification button so you guys know when I go live, and I would appreciate it.
Shit, this 1,000. Spin that shit, spin that shit, spin that shit. Shit, you coming? Spin the check and get it right back.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Eazyy TV bringing you guys another Division video. Yesterday I dropped a video on the recent nerfs that we're getting with Striker, and I also want to make this video to get more into depth about the support station. We're also getting a nerf from the support station. If you guys haven't heard that, there will be no more dropping and popping. You still would be able to drop and pop, but the thing is, you would not get a major heal from it. All right, you would get a little bit of heal from it. So that being said, they said that you have to be able to leave the box on the ground for a certain amount of time to be able to get that high burst of damage. All right, so with that being said, I want to do a pros and cons video of what I think is going to happen with the Division community in 1.8.3. So like I said before, we will see a more rise of Pred and a more rise of Nomad. Now, my thing about Nomad is, if it's Nomad and team-based, team-oriented, I don't think it's going to be still that valuable. Solo, of course, is going to be valuable because it is a soloist build. All right, but with the support station nerf, like I said, no more dropping and popping. So what that means is, if you're a DPS player, most of us either run some type of 6-piece DPS, no matter if it's Striker, Pred, Nomad, a hybrid, Hexo, whatever the case may be. A lot of you guys run immune box because of the status effect from shock turrets, flame turrets, and mostly Pred bleed. And what I feel is about to happen is, if you guys haven't noticed, they're pushing us, they're molding this game, the end game, to how I think Division 2 is going to be. All right, they made it to where Striker that we know now is the Striker that is only going to be good in PvE starting next Thursday. The Striker that we know on Thursday is going to be a brand new Striker. So you have a PvE Striker and you have a PvP Striker, and that's kind of more integrated on what Division 2 is going to be like. That's what I think Division 2 is going to be like. It's going to be a PvE stats and then PvP stats. But also, I feel that Reclaimer, even though Reclaimer still is OP, I think it now has more of value now. And the simple fact being, now since they made it to where there's no dropping and popping for like basically DPS players, you will see a rise of Pred, and with the Pred comes a disrupt. So now with the disrupts with Pred, or whatever the case may be, or a support build with a disrupt, they will go after Reclaimer. And I think you guys, if you're going to be valuable as a team now from 1.8.3, I believe you guys should be running a Reclaimer, a final measure healer, or Reclaimer and a tac post, which my crew will probably be doing a Reclaimer and a tac post build, simply because with the Reclaimer, I leave my box down. You get the support heal. They probably 9 times out of 10 disrupt it, but that disrupt bug will be gone next Thursday. But now with the DPS player, the cons that I have for that nerf with the support station is, now you have to drop your box and you have to leave it down for a certain amount of time, right? And you have to run around in your box. A lot of people do this already, but a lot of people don't. And my thing is this. This is going to give people enough time to shoot your box and blow it up. Point blank period. This is going to give people enough time, because if they see you have to put this box down, you have to run around, strafe, shoot. 9 times out of 10, a smart player that when you're reloading and he has bullets or whatever is going to get that box right out the way. All right, that gives enough time to get your box blew up. And that's why I feel one of the cons is for the nerf that they're doing. Now, one of the pros is if someone drops a box, okay, if you drop a box and you see, and a smart player would know, if someone is aiming and is shooting at your box to try to blow it up, that is enough chance to kill them while they're not shooting you. All right, because they're so focused on this box that they're so focused on the box that you'll be able to just free shots on them and be able to kill them. A good player be able to kill somebody within a blink of an eye, just sitting here looking at their box and trying to destroy it. Also, another pro is a lot of support station builds are going to rise. Like I said before, I believe you guys should be running a reclaimer box for 1.8.3 if you're team based, just because of what they're doing to the dropping and popping. All right. Also, I kind of feel that maybe some of these new builds, some of the builds, you might see some builds that come with skill power on them now, because they need that burst of health. Now, if you see a skill come with, a build come with skill power on it and it's a DPS, just know that you're taking a hit in something. You're either going to be taking a hit in firearms, or either going to be taking a hit in stam, health, something. You're going to be taking a hit in something. So if you do see people doing skill power builds, adding 150k skill power, 120k skill power, or whatever the case may be, maybe even more than that, you're going to take a hit in something. So you might not hit as hard, you might not be as tough or anything like that. But that is my view on the pros and cons that is about to happen. So once again, the pros is that you will see reclaimers rise. You will see other box support builds with boxes rise. You will see a lot more team oriented. They're pushing us to play team oriented. All right, the cons that I see is that for one, you will not get the same heals. 2, you have to leave it down longer, and 3, somebody can focus your box and just blow it up. And this is where a reclaimer comes into play, because if you have a reclaimer and they're focus your box, the box is already tanky as is. If they blow it up, guess what? You can put it right back on the ground. But the cons that come with that as well is disrupts. You will see disrupts. I'm not sure if people will be constantly running disrupts, but you will see a rise of disrupts if you see a rise of reclaimer. And the smart thing to do with a reclaimer is to play at a distance. If your team is fighting in your box, you don't need to be in the mix over here with them doing all this craziness. You can be back here, man. You don't need to be all up there. You can just, pick your shots off, nerf. I got the Midas. So you just nerf people, nerf their power, make them weaker, make their bullets weaker, still stay in your box, and you can heal teammates from all the way up here. Hey, heal out in the front of y'all, and they run in there and go get it, and they just do work. But I wouldn't advise you guys to be in the super mix of fighting, because if they disrupt you, then they disrupt the box, they disrupt your healings. Now, if they do disrupt your box, guess what? You have your healing. So if they disrupt that box and your teammates is in there and they have no heals, guess what? You still got to heal because you're not disrupted. All right. So that's what I think is going to happen with 1.8.3. I could be wrong. But I probably will, if it comes to it, do a disrupt reclaimer build to where not running a disrupt, but being immune to disrupt if it gets out of hand. But like I said, we're going to see a rise of hybrids, hexos. You're going to see more pred than ever. You're going to see a lot of pred. You're going to see a lot of nomad, but all that stuff can be mitigated. All right. So now, since you do not have that big burst of heal, once again, guys, listen to me. Please run some type of reclaimer support box or some type of support box build, no matter if it's a tactician reclaimer or tactician, no matter what it is. The setup that I think you guys should run is a reclaimer and attack post build. All right, so you run a reclaimer with the attack post build is going to be one of the deadliest combinations in support as possible. If you see somebody spamming grenades or a team is spamming grenades, you already know, put on that final measure healer. I will be dropping a final measure heal build for you guys, I think later on at the beginning of next week. So I hope you guys enjoy what I said. Oh, for the guys that don't know, this build right here is my reclaimer build. I'll probably touch up on it a little bit more, but I will have the link in the description for this build, so you guys can, you know, you won't go out with, oh, I don't have a, you know, I don't have a box, or I don't have a support station for my team. I got y'all covered. All right. But I appreciate you guys watching the video. Leave a thumbs up. Also, I want to hear feedback from you guys. Leave a comment down in the comment section. What do y'all think is about to rise? All right. What do you think is about to rise in 1.8.3 now that Striker is nerfed? All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm out.